Hi there guys, and welcome to another Train Sim 2017 video. Back rub along. This is a Just Train scenario that comes with a Harwich extension. Instruction complete. Ensure that the points are set for your departure from the yard. Set the train up, and when you're ready to depart, inform the signaller, press tab key and proceed to Harwich town. So this is an empty coach and stop move, just up to Harwich. I haven't done anything on the Great Eastern Main Line for a while. And I also haven't, if I'm honest, if you've driven the 360, I don't think, definitely never on my channel, and I haven't driven it for years. When I was playing Train Sim on my laptop, years and years and years ago, it needed the numpad enter key. I didn't have one, so I never really drove it. Right, let's have a look. That's us clear out of the yard. Okay. So 360 itself, it's not a train that I know masses about. It's not a train that I have driven masses. I'm not a big fan of Siemens trains, full stop. Don't really like the cabs. These are a train I've only been on twice, I think, and never been on the Great Eastern Main Line one. It's only been Heathrow Express that I've used it. Heathrow Connect, sorry. So yeah, pretty plain cab. Pretty easy setup as well. I think we have basically headlights and that to be that, I think. So you're going to join me on the journey to do this. What am I missing? What am I missing? Why does the brake handle not come down any further than on? This must be that I've not set something right, isn't it? Well, we've got cab lights. Instrument lights is what we want. Day headlights. Yeah, we probably should have our night lights on, actually. Oh, is our pantograph up? Let's see, that would help, wouldn't it? Started with a pan down. The reason I thought the pantograph was up because at the start of the video, I don't know if it was already recorded by then, the pantographs were all going up on them. So hopefully you've all been watching a bit of the Train Sim World videos I've been doing. And I hope some of you have been enjoying them. I'm mixed with it still. I'm not going to go into it about this. This is 2017. This is what we want to be. What a lot of you I know will still be playing and will be playing for the foreseeable future. And just to reassure you guys, any of you that are worried, so will I. It'll be what I will be playing for the foreseeable future. I might do the odd Great Western Express video, but until when there's updates, I will do videos. I'm not going to do anything really apart from that. I'll wait till we get some serious content in it. So 360 is a Desiro, one of the Desiro family. Constructed between 2002 and 2005, and then it says here Thailand 2007 to 2008. So I'm wondering if they use these in Thailand or if they were just built there. So the people that use them, operators at the moment, Great Wrangler, Heathrow Express, Heathrow Connect, and the State of Railway of Thailand. So yeah, it was in Thailand. Maximum speed of 100 miles an hour. That's the DSD, which is reset by the numpad enter key that I was talking about. So interestingly, the first thing it says really about the description is that Unlike the South West trains and West Coast mainline Zeros, the Class 360 lacks inter-unit gangways. This was a late design change as the Health and Safety Executive was not happy with the driver visibility with the previous designs, with gangway cab for a driver-only operation. Okay. Which strikes me as kind of weird. Why would the driver's cab need to have better visibility if it was DOO? I don't know. If any of you know, let me know. Oh, the Class 360 has air conditioning, that's a bonus, and rapid acceleration technology, and a top speed of 100 miles an hour. So these were what replaced the 312s, and 312s are one of my favourite trains. Got a lot of time for a 312. In Thailand, there's 9 of them, and it's for an airport link, the SARL. Just trying to find out what they look like. Oh right, their livery makes them look quite different actually. And they've got massive, great big air conditioning units on the roof. Where we've got these ones, there's also one here as well. The livery they've got on them slightly makes it look a bit rounder at the front. Oh, Alan. No, it's going to make me stop anyway. I don't know if you can turn the DSD off on this. Lucky we're only an empty coach in stock anyway. Is it going to make me sit for a minute until it... Oh, please don't. Well, while we're waiting, let's have a look. So, Master Key is here on the 360, and it's got a switch selector, which I think first appeared on 1.5. I think it'd be the Sprinter series, wouldn't it? So some of these have like a minute delay on when you can pull the brakes off. I might have to go into emergency first, actually, and then yeah, bring it back. Ugh. It's having a bit of a funny turn. Let's just shut it down. There we go. Back running. What are your guys' thoughts on the 360? That's what I'd like to know. It's not a train I imagine I'll be massively videoing. It's functional, isn't it? I just don't really like the noise that the Zeros make. So there's actually been an accident with 360 on 25th of May 2014, 360-205. Derailed as entered Paddington due to bogie maintenance errors exacerbated by a track defect. I wish when people would leave this info on Wikipedia they linked it to the RAIB investigation. think it has a much nicer cab environment than the 350s. So there was only one of these repainted into National Express East Anglia, so silver and white. No, it's 36115. Oh, 70 limit coming up. $25 leaving mandatory. So that'll be us splitting over onto the Harwich line. And this scenario is pretty perfect, actually. This shows you that it doesn't, you don't need Train Sim World to have a train simulator that looks pretty. I mean, this is capping out at 29, which means I've got my frames limited at 30 anyway. So, getting good frame rate, and it's good to look at. It looks nice. I'll be honest with you, some of it drives more realistic than the Great Western Express. I won't lie, it does feel nice playing this again. It's gradient kicking in now, so that'll keep us speed-wise alright until we can go up to 60. I'm really interested to know what the rapid acceleration technology is. I'm also unsure if these are being replaced in the GAA modernisation plan, so all the rolling stock. I think it is all the electric units that are going, actually. All been replaced by the Stadler stuff. So I've just read that these, so the Class 360-0s, likely to find new use on interurban services on the newly electrified lines north of England. Routes between Liverpool, Manchester, Blackpool and Leeds. So I've just had a little moment of sadness there because I've just read, this is just the Eastern Daily whatever newspaper that did a bit on them, the stock cascade, and it's saying of all the units to be replaced, the arrival of new trains, the Class 397s are the ones least likely to find a new use. They're likely to be retained for their owner for a time after Greater Anglia gives them up, in case there is need for trains on newly electrified lines, but it would be no surprise if they were driven to the breakers yard during the early 2020s. That's very true. I mean, that's pretty accurate, I'd say. It'd be a shame. And what I can't stress to you guys enough is go out and ride these trains. Go out on these routes that these are all on and give them a go. I mean, it's going to be a massive shock. You're not going to get Class 90 haulage. Class 90 Mark 3 haulage is going to be rare when they're replaced on the Great Eastern. I mean, I kick myself every time I get to Cambridge to go up to Ipswich, and I've got a 170 and not a 156 or even a 153. I mean, granted, I wouldn't like them all the time. 156s I've got no problem with. 153 could be a bit busy. And then we've got to think about the HSTs as well. Yeah, they're going to be using them up in Scotland, but where they sort of belong, I know it sounds like a weird thing to say, but on the routes that they were designed for. There's not long left. Really not long left. It's a pretty game in the early morning. And early evening as well, to be fair. It's quite nice looking. It's a bit of a pain to hold this thing at 60. This route is, the gradients are quite, I'm sure they're probably quite accurate, but they are kind of all over the place. It's a slightly challenging route. It's 5 in the morning, so we won't get horned, but we will get horned because I haven't tested it out. Oh dear. I'm glad it's 5 in the morning, we won't be getting horned. .40 limit coming up as well. Probably start braking for that. Come on. I do quite like this route. I like driving into the Harwich, but when you get to here and you're sort of like, yeah. The cant as you come around this corner and then swoop into the yard where there's more of it. Oh, look. There's the Train Sim World Transit. I told you it was a direct port from 2017. Literally copied over. Sorry, got excited there. That's pretty, isn't it? All 15 in there. So I've also thought this is a bit like this Just Train's forgotten route, isn't it, this one? And I happen to think it's one of their best. It's only short. They've obviously managed to put enough time in to detail it properly. It's not repetitive assets. It's very well done, actually. Now, I'm not sure if it was actually Just Train's in-house production team that did it, or if it was a third party that they've just published. I'm unsure. What can they do with a weaker train up here, though? It's nice. I do quite like driving the 321 up here as well. And if we get, or when we get a 312, I'll be very happy as well. Coming up on the way into Harwich Town, and then 15. So this is Dovercourt. Dovercourt was always a weird one in my head because there's a car dealership called Dovercourt, or their leasing company. I was never sure. So a lot of Fords driving around with Dovercourt written on the back. It was that thing in the 90s. America still does this, which I think is really weird, and I'd go mad. The dealership puts their own badge on your car with their dealership name on it. Out in Annapolis, where I go out to the States, there's a dealership called Coons, which you can take as you want, but you get Coons Fords, and they put Coons, and it's like, I think it's like a crown logo, if I remember rightly, with like quite big circles above the points of the crown. It just, why would you want that on your car? Glyn Hopkins is the local Honda dealer here. I think they still have a bad habit of doing it. Is it sort of like a pride thing? Are you proud of where you got your car from? Just sounds weird to me. Nice. Nice. Alright then guys, thanks ever so much for watching. Please do make sure you like, share and subscribe to this video, and don't forget to check out the Facebook page. Some good chats going on over there. I know a lot of you that are already subscribed to me do it, but do enjoy it. Oh, that's that gone. Get over there and enjoy it. See you soon.